We're here to mark 30 athletes' achievement. Recently over the summer there was significant achievement, not only in the national level with the Armagh team winning the All-Ireland, but also international stage with the Olympics in Paris. And Queen's had 30 athletes involved in Team GB, Team Ireland, and through player staff and management staff of the Armagh team. So it's a great night here to celebrate their achievement over the summer.
Yeah, listen, it's a great honour. I think it was nearly 20 years ago. I graduated the year 1 too, and so like to come back like 22 years later and get another one is special. Like, listen, I had a great time at Queen's. As I was saying, I played with a lot of great players here, made a lot of good friends and a lot of good times. Belfast was definitely a changing city back then, in terms of going through, troubles and even some sporting context in Queen's and that. So yeah, I was very lucky at the time that I was here. So to come back, I suppose to get recognised for what the team has done is a great honour.
To be recognised by the university it's always special. I managed to get a few things over the year, the Student President's Award and the Blues Individual Award. So it's nice to see that the sporting success has been able to continue for so long, and to get the recognition is great.
It means a lot to me to be back at Queen's. I actually started rowing here at Queen's, so when I think of my kind of success in rowing and going to the Olympics twice, it just wouldn't have happened without actually being here at Queen's and starting rowing. So I feel really pleased to be back. I was on the academy programme for 2 years, and then in my final year I was on the elite athlete programme, which was really a brilliant programme. At that time it paid for your fees at Queen's, and I also had kind of medical support and nutrition support, psychology support. It's sort of getting you ready for the high performance world, really. So yeah, the support was brilliant.
Yeah, like Sigerson was a big thing for us. And I think, again, going back to the quality of players that you're playing against and playing with back then, because it was such a huge part of the calendar. I know things have changed somewhat, like in terms of the county has probably moved on a wee bit, but those days, I think in that particular Sigerson winning team, we had something like 24 of the county players, so many All-Ireland medals between everybody and All-Stars. It really was a star-studded team.
Dual academic and sporting pathway is a core principle in terms of the university providing support for those athletes. So the fact that we have a huge amount that we're honouring here this evening is, it's a great example of what can be achieved really for the wider student body and the 120 scholarship athletes that we recognise every year, representing many sports. So in terms of lying in bed and dreaming about what you want to achieve, we believe that Queen's is the right place to go to in terms of helping those student athletes along that pathway.